You look in the mirror and wonder why you seem to have aged 5 years in just the last 12 months. Your skin is thinning and looking papery. Your joints ache the second your feet hit the floor in the morning. You drag yourself through the afternoon in a thick, heavy fog. And worst of all, your memory is slipping. You walk into a room and completely forget why you're there. You lose your train of thought mid sentence. You tell yourself, it's just the normal aging process. I'm just getting older. What if I told you that you aren't just getting older? What if I told you that you are actively accelerating your biological clock, shrinking your brain, and destroying your joints every single night because of a few common sleep mistakes that you think are entirely harmless? Stay with me for the next 15 minutes because today I am going to expose the nighttime habits that are literally suffocating your brain and aging your cells at warp speed. More importantly, I'll show you how to unlock the one biological process that actually reverses aging, flushes out the toxins that cause dementia, and repairs your body while you rest. I'm Dr. Martin, and in my decades of treating adults over 50, I have seen thousands of seniors absolutely terrified of cognitive decline, rapid aging, and chronic fatigue, only to discover they didn't have a disease, they were just sleeping the wrong way. Before we dive into these hidden dangers, I want you to do something for me. Drop a comment below with your age and where you're watching from today. Tell me, do you toss and turn at night? Do you wake up at 3 a.m. with your mind racing? Do you rely on over the counter pills or a glass of wine to fall asleep, only to feel groggy and ancient the next day? Write your answer below. I read every single comment, and raising awareness is the first step to healing. And while you're there, hit that subscribe button because I share life saving medical truths like this every single week. Let me tell you about a patient of mine named Sarah. Sarah was 68 years old, and she came to my office in tears, accompanied by her very worried daughter. Sarah felt like her mind was slipping away. She was constantly exhausted. Her blood pressure was creeping up, and she looked visibly drained, hollow eyes, pale skin, and a deep bone weary posture. Her previous doctor had prescribed her a strong sleeping pill because she complained of insomnia. On the nights she didn't take it, she was taking an over the counter PM allergy pill just to make sure she stayed asleep. And to wind down, she had a glass of red wine right before bed. She thought she was doing the right things to get her 8 hours. But when we looked at what was actually happening inside her brain at night, it was terrifying. We threw those pills in the trash. We poured the nightcap down the sink. We completely overhauled her nighttime routine. Within 4 weeks, the dark circles under her eyes vanished. Her memory became razor sharp again. Her morning joint pain practically disappeared. She didn't just feel younger, she actually looked 10 years younger. To understand why Sarah recovered so quickly and why you are aging so fast, you have to understand the absolute miracle of what happens in your brain when you experience true deep sleep. A few years ago, scientists discovered something miraculous called the glymphatic system. I want you to think of the glymphatic system as the brain's nighttime street sweeper. During the day, as your brain works, it produces toxic metabolic waste, specifically something called beta amyloid plaques. These are the exact sticky proteins that build up and cause Alzheimer's and dementia. When you enter deep sleep, a literal physical change happens inside your skull. Your brain cells actually shrink by up to 20%. This opens up the spaces between the cells, allowing cerebrospinal fluid to rush in and wash all of that toxic plaque and waste right out of your brain. At the exact same time, your pituitary gland releases massive surges of human growth hormone, HGH. HGH is the literal fountain of youth. It is the hormone that repairs your wrinkled skin, rebuilds your thinning muscles, and heals the micro tears in your inflamed joints. But here is the terrifying reality. If you make certain sleep mistakes, you completely paralyze this cleaning system. You lock the toxins inside your brain. You halt the production of your youth hormones. You don't repair, you just age fast. Here are the 5 massive sleep mistakes you must stop making immediately after age 50. Mistake number 1, relying on over-the-counter PM sleep aids and antihistamines. I am talking about Tylenol PM, Advil PM, Zizquil, Benadryl, and anything else that promises to knock you out. These drugs contain compounds called anticholinergics. They actively block a chemical in your brain called acetylcholine, which is the exact neurotransmitter you need for learning, memory, and sharp cognition. Worse, these pills do not give you actual architectural sleep. They give you synthetic unconsciousness. You are sedated, but your brain never enters the deep restorative phase where the glymphatic system turns on. You wake up groggy and foggy because your brain is literally swimming in yesterday's toxic waste. You are trading your long term memory for a few hours of fake sleep. Mistake number two, the evening nightcap illusion. Millions of seniors use a glass of wine or a shot of bourbon right before bed to help them relax and drift off. It works, right? Alcohol is a sedative, so it makes you fall asleep faster. But here is what the alcohol industry doesn't want you to know. As your liver metabolizes that alcohol in the middle of the night, it causes a massive rebound effect in your nervous system. Alcohol completely destroys your REM sleep and fragments your deep sleep. It paralyzes your airway muscles, worsening snoring and sleep apnea, completely starving your brain of oxygen. You might be unconscious for 8 hours, but from a biological standpoint, your brain got zero restorative rest. Mistake number three, the 8:00 p.m. snack, the metabolic oven. You sit down to watch TV and have a bowl of cereal, some crackers, or a piece of fruit at 8 or 9 p.m. You think it's a harmless snack, but digestion requires massive amounts of energy and blood flow. When you eat late, you force your body to divert blood away from your brain and into your gut. More importantly, digestion generates heat. Your core body temperature rises. As you are about to learn, if your core temperature goes up, your brain absolutely refuses to enter deep sleep. You turn your body into a metabolic oven right when it needs to be an icebox. Mistake number four, the temperature trap. You might think keeping the bedroom thermostat at 72 degrees and piling on heavy blankets is cozy, but it is destroying your sleep architecture. For your brain to cross the threshold into deep healing sleep, your core body temperature must drop by 2 to 3 degrees. If your room is too warm, or if you wear heavy layers of synthetic pajamas, your body struggles to dump that heat. Your heart rate stays elevated. Your blood pressure refuses to dip. You spend the whole night hovering in light, restless sleep, waking up feeling like you ran a marathon instead of resting. Mistake number five, the blue light cortisol spike. You fall asleep with the television on, or you scroll on a bright smartphone or tablet in bed, thinking it helps you wind down. In reality, the blue light emitting from those screens travels directly through your optic nerve and signals your brain's pineal gland that it is high noon. This instantly shuts down your natural melatonin production, your sleep hormone, and spikes cortisol, your stress hormone. You are forcing your brain into a state of high alert panic right when it is trying to heal. Cortisol literally breaks down collagen in your skin, increases belly fat, and actively destroys muscle tissue while you lay there in the dark. If this information is opening your eyes to why you feel so exhausted and achy every morning, please go ahead and hit that like button right now. It tells the YouTube algorithm that this is vital information, and it helps us reach other seniors who are unknowingly aging themselves every single night. So, how do we fix this? How do you trigger that deep, restorative, brainwashing sleep that literally turns back the clock on aging? Here is my non negotiable 4 step protocol for true cellular repair after 50. Step one, implement the 3-2-1 rule. Stop eating heavy meals or snacking 3 hours before bed so your core temperature can drop. Stop all work or stressful conversations 2 hours before bed. And turn off all screens. No TV, no phones, no tablets, 1 hour before bed. Read a physical book or listen to soft music. Let your natural melatonin take over. Step two, turn your bedroom into a cold, dark cave. The scientifically proven optimal temperature for deep sleep is between 65 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit, about 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. It might feel chilly at first, but this temperature drop is the exact biological trigger your brain is begging for to initiate deep sleep and release those anti aging hormones. Step three, throw away the synthetic PM pills and the alcohol nightcaps. Do not use antihistamines or over the counter pain PM pills as sleep aids. Treat your pain during the day, not by poisoning your brain's memory centers at night. And if you want a glass of wine, Have it at 5 p.m. with dinner, never right before bed. Step 4. Anchor your circadian rhythm with morning sunlight. The secret to falling asleep at night actually begins in the morning. Within 30 minutes of waking up, go outside and get natural sunlight in your eyes for 10 minutes. This resets your biological clock, telling your brain exactly when to release melatonin 14 hours later. However, I want to be completely honest with you. If you have been relying on synthetic sleep aids for years, if you've been having that nightly glass of wine, or if you have been living under chronic stress, your nervous system is stuck in severe overdrive. Your brain has essentially forgotten how to naturally transition into deep sleep. You cannot just flip a switch and expect decades of poor sleep habits to vanish overnight. Your body needs the right natural building blocks to calm the nervous system, clear out the stress hormones, and trigger real sleep. For my patients who want to safely stop using harsh sleep medications and finally experience the deep brain clearing rest they deserve, I highly recommend the Advanced Cellular Sleep and Repair Formula. Instead of knocking you unconscious with synthetic chemicals, this formula works with your biology. It uses highly absorbable magnesium bisglycinate, one of the only forms of magnesium that easily crosses the blood-brain barrier to quiet down racing thoughts, lower your heart rate, and relax tense, cramping muscles. It combines this with L-theanine, a natural amino acid found in green tea that dramatically lowers cortisol and stress hormones, and pure apigenin, a powerful compound extracted from chamomile that naturally binds to the relaxation receptors in your brain, simulating the exact neurological calm you need to drift off. This specific combination doesn't cause a morning hangover. It doesn't cause dependency. It simply gives your brain the exact nutrients it needs to gently slide into the deep restorative sleep phase where your glymphatic system can finally turn on, wash away the Alzheimer's toxins, and repair your aging cells. You can find the direct link to the Advanced Cellular Sleep and Repair Formula in the pinned comment and the description below this video. Don't let another night go by paralyzing your brain's cleaning system. Don't wake up feeling 10 years older than you actually are. Give your body the natural tools it needs to repair, rebuild, and protect your memory today. Getting older is a privilege, but feeling old, exhausted, and foggy is a choice. You have so much more control over your aging process and your cognitive health than the medical establishment wants you to believe. It all starts tonight in your bedroom. Before you go, let me know in the comments, what is the temperature in your bedroom right now? Are you going to lower it to 65 or 68 degrees tonight? Are you going to throw out those dangerous PM pills? Your commitment might just inspire the next person reading the comments to take action and save their own health. If this video helped you understand what is really going on while you sleep, please share it with a friend, a spouse, or a loved one who struggles with insomnia and relies on those dangerous artificial sleep aids. Hit that subscribe button, take control of your rest, and I will see you in the next video. Stay healthy, stay strong.